Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you for taking time on this Monday night to jump on what I believe is going to be a very special, a very exciting, a very rejuvenating training for you guys, Global Dynasty Network, and all the guys all around the world, girls all around the world. I'm looking at this list, and we've got people here from Australia, South Africa, United States, Mexico. So excited to share this training with you guys. This is something that, I've done even before network marketing. I started doing this when I was running a nightclub about 2.5, 3 years ago, and it drew so much attention to my business. It gave me so many. It grew my clientele. It grew my contact list. It grew my guest list. I even got people to buy bottles because I met them on Instagram. So it's a very, very, very powerful system. It's a very powerful way to reach out and grab people, especially for network marketing. The one thing I want to let you guys know is that a lot of people are worried about the inside leg, or they're worried about enrolling, and they put a lot of pressure on themselves, to have that consistent list and have that consistent warm market. But what I want to tell you right now is that if you take, this serious, if you apply, what I'm about to teach you guys for the next here 45 minutes to an hour, I've crunched pages and pages of notes. I did, like I said, almost 2.5 hours of preparation, to lay this out to make sure that I can put you guys in a position to succeed. Because I'll tell you what, I started using this with Vemma. I started teaching this with Vemma, my old company. And without the landing pages, without the capture pages, without the fear of lost success line, people were enrolling. As a matter of fact, there's people on this call that I met through Instagram. There's people in my Daily Choice organization. You have Alex Carrera up in New York, met him through Instagram. Malcolm Red, one of our top leaders here with the Global Dynasty Network. Yup, Max Shannon, met him through Instagram. Dimitri St. Cyrin. Yup, Max met him through Facebook and through social media. So guys, Justin Adams brought over one of our top leaders, and his top leader next to Kyle Laughlin, Jacob Cox from Instagram. So what I want to tell you is that this works. It's proven 100% it works. And over the next, like I said, 45 minutes to an hour, I'm going to share how to start and how to go and how to really put your head down, work this system, and pull 5 to 10 leads a day. 3 to 4 emails a day, and that's really what this can bring for you guys. So without any further ado, let's really start to get into the bread and butter of this thing. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is launching your business and how to use this specifically to launch your business. Think about a water pump. I pulled this from Brian Carruthers. Think about a water pump. If you hit it once, the water may go up, and if you hit it twice, it may go up, but it falls back down, right? Well, if you consistently work the water pump, eventually the water goes up, right? And then it starts to flows and flows and flows. Now, of course, you have to continuously pump it to maintain that flow, but it'll stay there. And if you stop pumping, it'll fall. Guys, that's network marketing. Now, with this system, what I want to just get into action right now is that if you apply this, you need to be consistent. If you don't plan on being consistent, if maybe you're only in my daily choice for a short period of time, and maybe you're already looking at that next opportunity, then I may not waste too much time diving into this. But if you're in this long term and you apply this, guys, tonight is when we're going to launch your business. Tonight, you can apply this with your warm market, which for me is the way I do it. It's kind of like icing on the cake, whipped cream on your ice cream sundae. But if you want to throw out your warm market and focus solely on this, you can do that too. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start a lead funnel through cold market that you don't have to pay for. I'm sure there's a lot of good things out there, solo ads and leads and all this different stuff that you can do, but you can do this for free. And in my opinion, this is my favorite way to build cold market. So everybody on this call worrying about that inside leg, guess what? Here's your answer right here, right now. I want to throw out a couple statistics to get this thing rolling. Okay, first off, over 70% of users on Instagram check in every single day. And really, guys, we're going to talk about branding and social media, but I'm going to focus tonight on Instagram. Okay, I'm going to focus tonight on Instagram and give you some nuggets for branding. And then next Monday, we're going to go in and talk about Facebook. But tonight, we're going to focus on my favorite platform, Instagram. So 70% of users on Instagram check in every single day. Okay, 40% of Instagram users live here in the United States, and 60% live international. So if you want to build a global business, guys, we're available. My Daily Choice is available to ship into 150 countries. I think Instagram is well suited for that. 200 million people use Instagram every single month. 200 million. And 75 million people use it every single day, which is a big reason why this works. The other reason why prospecting on Instagram works is because not everybody is, big into typing statuses, or not everybody is big into checking up on people's drama. But what everybody loves, go back to when we were kids, when we were young. Think about what everybody loves. We get picture books before we get verbal books, words, written books. We get picture books. People love pictures. People tell stories through pictures. So Instagram, guys, perfect platform to get in, build relationships, and absolutely rock this thing. So what I'm going to teach you guys tonight is how to set up and brand your Instagram, how to get your Instagram from, maybe where it is now to a professional, attractive page. I'm going to teach you guys how to apply a system so you can pull people from international markets and communicate with them properly. I'm going to talk about ways to up your likes and maybe even up your followers. And then I'm going to teach you guys how to go in there and pull leads directly and how to almost mastermind wherever you want to bring your My Daily Choice business. At the end of the day, what I'm teaching you is kind of the shell. It's kind of the case, and you guys have to fill that in. You have to figure out what you want. If you want to go build a global business in a specific country, or if you have a brand new affiliate, say in Australia, and you want to build around them and give them momentum, this is what this system works perfect for. It also works perfect if you're trapped in the middle of a creek in a boat with no paddles. This is your paddles. Okay. So let's get the business here. Like I said, I have a lot of notes, so bear with me. So let's talk about the social media analysis. Let's take a look at your Instagram profile. You can even pull it up if you want, or if you want to just stick to the notes. But you have to ask yourself 3 important questions at this moment in time. A, are you followable? Meaning, can people? If you saw you, try to take a step outside and look at your profile from a very neutral standpoint. If you're an entrepreneur on the outside looking at you, are you going to follow you? Okay, and all this basic stuff can be applied to Facebook. Then I'm going to go over this basic setup principle. Are you followable? Are you professional? Is number 2. Are you, in your pictures partying? Are you in your pictures drinking beer? Are you in your pictures smoking hookahs or smoking whatever it is that you want to smoke? Are you, at a tailgate, or are you professional? I tried to wait for the perfect opportunity to get pictures of me maybe speaking at a home event, speaking at a big event, so that people come to me all the time. I get messages a few times a week. I see you speak. What do you do? So that's, are you professional? This is a law of attraction method here. And then number 3, probably the most important, are you consistent? You're going to hear me drill this for the remainder of this webinar. Are you consistent? If you post one picture every 3 weeks on Instagram and somebody's going to your page to check you out, they're going to think, well, what is he doing? They're looking at you, hey, let's talk business. And they're looking at your page like, he's only posting, once every 3 weeks. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to post every day, but I would suggest posting at minimum every other day. So that way, when people are being attracted to your page, they see that you're active. They see that you're consistent. They see that you're professional, right? So that's how they're going to judge you immediately. So let's talk about getting into the basics now, building your Instagram brand. The first thing I would do is analyze your profile picture. Now, when I talked before, I talked about professionalism. You want to get a picture that's not a selfie. Selfies aren't professional. Even a cell phone photo necessarily isn't professional. You want to find maybe, a family photo, or, a picture of you speaking at a home event, or go out and have somebody take pictures of you in a professional environment. Whether you're sitting at a desk dressed up nice, we want to brand ourselves as young entrepreneurs, or as entrepreneurs in general. So get out and get good pictures to use. Having your own content is really the key to doing this the right way. But your profile picture, on Facebook and on Instagram must be professional. People have to look at you and they're going to judge you. They're not judging you by your name, I'll tell you that much. They're going to judge you by your profile picture and your cover photo if we're talking about Facebook. Now, you know, that's really the key. Now, with your Instagram, your bio is also going to play a very, very big role in them giving you that initial analysis. You know, is it spaced out? Does it look nice, or is it sloppy? And I've looked at some people when they get started, and I've kind of taught them what I'm going to teach you guys in a little bit here. And this is why I go through this preparation first, because they say, Jay, well, I'm doing everything you taught me, but I'm not getting anything back. And I go into their profile and it's sloppy. You know, their bio, they say all the right things, but it's not set up right. So a little trick I'm going to teach you guys is, if you have an iPhone, I know this is the way that I do it. With an Android, I'm pretty sure you could probably do this through a text message, but go into either, say, a notepad on your iPhone or through a text and put everything you want to put in your bio, but space it out. You know, so you go, you know, entrepreneur, motivator, innovator, space. You know, I put my favorite quote, it's your life, own it. And then I put GDN, you know, my brand, and that breaches curiosity. So I space them out, and then I copy it from that notepad and paste it into Instagram. If you try to construct your bio that way in Instagram, it doesn't let you. It keeps everything on the same space, and then you have, you know, your name, your occupation, half your quote. You get the point. So keep it organized. Take it from outside, copy it, paste it in, and then it'll stay for some weird coding purpose. Okay. I always like to include a quote, or at least let people know that, you know, something about you, you know, let them know how you feel, what your personality is. You know, again, this method, what it does is it attracts people to your page, and what they're going to do is judge you very, very fast. They're going to like prejudge you so quick and say, oh my God, you know, I either trust this guy or I don't. So the idea here is to construct your profile so that they look at it and go, oh my God, this guy, like, who is this guy? You know, he looks like a millionaire, right? So nice quote, something attractive. And let's talk about next, before I go into like the link and everything like that, because that's probably going to be a question I'll get quite a bit. Let's just talk about your Instagram username. Okay, this is always a funny one to go over, because some people's Instagram usernames are not set up for success. They're not set up to be a professional. You know, it's like, dude, put your name, first name, last name. You know, put maybe your first initial. Have something with your name or something with your brand. If you want to go into Instagram and do, you know, Global Dynasty Network, or say you want to make an account that's just Peak Boost, you know, or Peak Spray, or Boost Spray, or whatever. If you want to just go in and promote the sprays, you can do that with this. And that I kind of, you know, encourage you to build your Instagram profile through the product and go out and build curiosity that way. But what I would say is, no matter what you're doing, make sure your username is professional. People, you know, if you have numbers in there, too many underscores, or too many, you know, sophistications, people are gonna look at that and not think that you're that serious. So I would go in and fix your Instagram username and make it simple, make it your name, make it your brand, whatever your brand is. Now the next part is key. In your bio on Instagram, there's an option for a web link, for a URL. And again, you can do whatever you think works for you, or whatever angle you decide to take here, you can do. I've fiddled around with a bunch of things, like, you know, putting my mobile Facebook link in there, because there's two different links. You can put your mobile Facebook link, and that'll link them right to your page, and they'll send you a friend request. I've done that before, but now that we have these capture pages, I have my website, and you can go to GoDaddy.com for 99 cents. You type in, actually go to Google and go to GoDaddy promo. For 99 cents, you can grab a domain name, you know, say it's, you know, I see Bruce Wayne's on this call right now. So, you know, BruceWayne.com, or Work with Bruce, you know, WorkWithBatman.com. And you can grab that professional looking, you know, .com website, and then link that to your Instagram bio. So as you go out and apply what I'm about to teach you guys here, and, you know, in a few minutes, people are going to go right to your capture page, and some of them are just going to opt right in without talking to you first. So that's my advice, is either stick to Facebook, because when I go into kind of what we do, that's a main focal point, is getting people to Facebook, or put your capture page link. And once I get into this, you'll be able to make a decision, whatever you want to roll with. Okay. And if you have questions about the websites and stuff, just get in touch with me or Paletti or somebody like that, and one of the leaders, and we'll teach you how to redirect your MDC website to your GoDaddy website. Okay, so now we're going to get into the bread and butter here. This is right now exactly what we're doing and how we pull leads off of Instagram. First rule of thumb that you need to know is that you need to be a farmer, not a hunter. Okay, you're not going to go in and send out 10 direct messages or 10 comments and get 10 enrollments. Okay, you're not going to get people that just say, hey, I want to buy your product right away. In this, it's about building relationships that didn't exist. I have, many friends. I have a guy in Turkey who I've known for almost 2 years, and now he's finally ready to get involved. So this is long term, right? So you're going to talk to some people, and it's going to take a while. So just be a farmer. Get in the mentality of coming in here and just being patient. Okay, and now let's get into what we actually do and what I actually do and what we're going to teach you guys tonight. It's all about the hashtags. Okay, so hashtags are the key to this system. How you search, what hashtags you search, because this is the thing. This is the law of attraction. Whatever you go out and look for in the hashtag world is what you're going to find. So say you want to target specific people, personal trainers, people that are really into working out, people in the aesthetics hashtag, maybe people at it's another really good one, people that go to those, lifting competitions, physique competitions. You can go into those niche hashtags and find, dozens and dozens and dozens of people who are looking for supplements like, Peak Boost and Shield. So you can make a very target search. Okay. Also, you can target specific countries, and not only specific countries, but specific things in those countries that revolve around who you want to work with. All right. And also, like I said earlier, you can assist your existing team. So I have a team that's just starting up in Australia. I know Nico is on this call right now, one of my new affiliates down in Sydney, Australia. And, say I'm going in to help him out, I can go in and look for specific things in Sydney. And because of the idea and the science behind a hashtag, I can go into Sydney and specifically pick people off. So let me explain the hashtag idea, just to reiterate how crazy this is. On Instagram, it's a picture platform. Everything's pictures, and people describe where they are, what their picture is about, what it means to them, why they're there through the hashtags. So if somebody is traveling throughout Sydney, or if somebody lives in Sydney, they're going to use, the Sydney hashtag. Or if they're at a mall in Sydney, they're going to use that mall as the hashtag and let you know where they are. Very powerful stuff. Okay, so now that you understand, why we're going to go out and target these hashtags, let's go into the principles. Okay, you need to be patient. So I'm going to go through a couple bullet points here and jot these down. You need to be patient. As you reach out and comment on these hashtags, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I mean, but as you reach out, just be patient. Wait on the response. This system doesn't always, shoot people your way right away. It might be 3-4 days later, they come back to you with an answer to the question you're going to ask, or, they're excited about potentially partnering up with you. So be patient. Have control. Don't go crazy. Kind of like pace yourself. You want to shoot out 10 comments a day, prospect 10 people a day. And over the course of time, if you prospect 10 people a day, that's almost 4,000 people a year. So we could agree that if you can prospect 4,000 and get a few hundred into the system as a pre-enrollee, the system does the rest of the work. So just be patient, have control. Okay. Number 3, go all in. I challenge you as I get into the specifics, because I haven't dropped really anything yet. But as I get into the specifics, guys, go all in on this. Don't do this once or twice and oh my God, nobody hit me back. Oh my God, it's been a week, nobody hit me back. Oh my God, it's been 2 weeks. If it's been 2 weeks and nobody's hit you back, you're probably doing something wrong. So just come ask me or watch this video again, whatever the case may be. But go all in. I challenge every person on this call. There's 23 attendees, and there's going to be probably another 100 plus people watching this video in the next week. I challenge all of you. If you're watching this video, go all in with Instagram. Go all in with sending out 5 to 10 comments a day, prospecting 5 to 10 people a day for 90 days and write down where you are now in your business, how many affiliates left and right, how many auto ships left and right, how many pre-enrollees left and right, and give me those numbers in 90 days, okay? How many personals, how many people on your team, and give me those numbers in 90 days. Please, I challenge you, go all in. Be prepared. Number 4, be prepared. This is going to blow up in your face. When I first started doing this, I was like, oh, this is a really good idea. Let me try this out. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my, prepared. You need to be prepared, okay? Because people are just going to come at you so fast, and you've got to be organized. You've got to get them either into the system or onto a 3-way call, okay? Also, another really big part of being prepared is I challenge you to go out and get a brand new notebook and set it aside for Instagram. Go get something brand new. There's nothing better. Think about when you have a fresh blanket or a fresh towel or whatever. Fresh gets you excited, right? So to get excited about this, go get a brand new notebook. I went and got this brand new notebook. Boom, right? So go out, get the brand new notebook. And what you're going to do is you're going to start to create your Instagram database. Every time you comment on somebody's picture, you're going to write their username. You're going to write what day you exposed them, why you exposed them, okay? And you're going to take notes on how your conversation went, if they responded, if they didn't, and keep a solid database. You look at every network marketer and they talk about making a list. We have an endless list. I just told you that over 70 million people use Instagram every single day. So go out there, attack it, attack the market. It's ours for the taking, okay? Again, don't get comfortable. Don't think, because in the beginning, you're going to start getting a lot of leads. After 3, 4, 5 days, people are going to start coming in. And you're going to want to give them attention. You're going to want to give them the right information, point them to the right tools, get them on a webinar or whatever it is. But don't get comfortable. Don't think that, oh my God, I've got 10 prospects, I should stop. Because what you do today reflects 90 days from now. So if you do 2, 3 times in 90 days, you're going to have maybe 5, 10 people on board, but then you're going to have to start all over again, right? So understand that these people, even though they're interested, they're not going to sign up right away. They might not even pre-enroll right away. Some people are very skeptical, and you have to really build a relationship and run form a few times and just get excited with them about the friendship first. So don't get comfortable. And then last but not least, as far as the principles go, is be consistent. Okay, guys? So now let's get into it. Enough with the preparation and the excitement here. Let's go into it, right? What are we doing? So this is it. Ready? I'm going to give you guys an example. I want to build in Australia. Okay, I have no affiliates in this example in Australia, but I want to build there. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to Google. Okay, I'm going to Google the top 10 cities in Australia. I'm going to look at a map of Australia. I'm going to write down, every single city on the map. I'm going to write down the capital. I'm going to write down cities that sound familiar to me. And I'm going to go in and research the top 10 cities. I'm going to go research the top nightclubs, the top universities, right? The top shopping malls, the attractions, the sports teams. That should pretty much cover everything that I would go in and look for, so you're prepared, right? And now what you want to do is get into the hashtag. So you're going to go into Instagram, okay? And you're going to go to hashtag, and you can surf hashtags. That's what we're doing here, guys. This is how you pull these leads. You surf hashtags. Maybe it's not a country you want, but in this example, I'll give it to you, and I'm pretty sure you guys are all smart. You can take this and literally run with it across the world and back. Surf your hashtag. So first thing I would do, search hashtag Sydney. Okay, so you're going to go into this hashtag Sydney, and there's an option on Instagram with 3 lines, and what it does is it lines the pictures up vertically, right? So now you can just scroll, double tap, and when you find a picture of somebody who you think is, influential, or even better, what I like to do is, because we're kind of sifting through and looking for influential people, is I look for the pictures that get a lot of likes. If I see a picture with 30 plus likes, 40, 50, 100 likes, I'm like, dude, this person is branded well. They're doing something right. So what I do is I stop. And this is what you're looking for, guys. Stop. Click on their profile. Check it out a little bit. If they look like somebody that you would work with, or somebody who would bring value to your My Daily Choice business, follow. Now, boom, now you're following them, right? So that's going to catch their attention on their feed. Like 2 or 3 pictures, that's it. And make your likes strategic. Okay, so you already liked one picture, the one that you found on the feed, their most recent one. Now what you want to do is go look for a neutral photo. You know, you're not going to go in and maybe like a picture of them, you know, with their girlfriend or boyfriend in Paris or whatever. You're going to go find the most professional, or what I would call neutral photo of them, right? Or just something in there that would draw them to say, wow, why does this person want to work with me? And this is where the magic happens. You like that photo and you comment on that photo. This is when you reach out and grab them. The first step you want to do is tag them. Okay, so you're going to go in and tag their Instagram username, because this will show up directly in their feed, the comment. So it says, and it shows them that you're not a bot. I think that's the main principle for me doing that initially, is because when I wasn't doing that, people were like, oh, you're a bot, you're a robot, dude. You know, so I'm like, if you tag them, it shows that it's genuine. It looks like you're recruiting them. It looks like you scouted them out, which is special. A lot of people that I've pulled from there are like, dude, oh my God, I can't believe you picked me. I'm so excited. You know, it really shows more of a intimate passion to work with them, which is very important here with people that you don't know. So tag them. And then you can use a couple approaches. I'm going to give you guys 2 ideas. Say, I'm going to tag myself at J_Sunbrown. What's up? I'm looking for influential people to help me promote a new product line. Let's talk business! ! Now, guys, use proper grammar, double check. You know, like you're talking about influential people, let's talk business. I've seen people do this. They're like, Jay, why isn't anybody getting back to me? It's probably something to do with the fact that you spelt 3 words wrong in a 2-sentence comment. You know, go in and double check, right? And what you're going to do is, before you send that comment out, copy and paste it minus the tag, right? So you're not doing the work smarter, not harder. Copy that comment, right? And then go back and do it till you send out 5 in the morning, 5 at night, 10 in the morning, 10 at night. I wouldn't do any more than 10 in the morning, 10 at night. I'm going to give you guys that and say, go do 10 and 10. That's what I do. 10 in the morning, 10 at night. Now, the reason you do the 10 at night is for yourself. You're not doing it for anybody else but yourself. And think about what drives people to the top as an entrepreneur. Think about what drives people to the top in network marketing. It's one thing: momentum, guys. Momentum. When you have personal momentum, when you're excited about your opportunity first thing in the morning, there's no better feeling. You know, when I was building my old company, I can't even tell you how long ago it was that I was waking up at 7, 8 in the morning, excited to go build with my team, excited to get out in the trenches and work a whole almost 16, 18-hour day is what I'm crunching right now, because I'm fired up. So think of this. You send out those 10 comments at night, and when you wake up in the morning, what do you have? A couple responses. So your business is knocking at your door right when you wake up, and the first thing you can do is get in the game. Get in the game. You know, you start off, you do that, you do a little PD, and you've already done more than probably 90% of the network marketing world within your first 20 minutes of being awake. Guys, this is huge, okay? Not only are you going to create a list, but you're going to create mental momentum for yourself. Again, mental momentum will drive you to whatever you want. You know, people follow leaders because they're excited and they know where they're going. So, you know, with you waking up with all these prospects every day, you're golden. And on top of that, we already know that if you reach out to 20 people a day, talk to 10, get 2, say you get 4 a day over the course of a year, common sense, right? So this works. And people do respond. Some people think it's creepy, whatever, delete their comment. Who cares? We're not worried about them. People will genuinely hit you back, appreciative that you picked them out of the crowd and want to work with them about a new, exciting, revolutionary business. Another approach you can take, if you're not, you know, I know girls that I've worked with, and some guys just don't want to be that aggressive, which is fine. Don't shy away from this method. Use this to get out and build friendships. Build friendships first, right? But understand that what we're doing here is the PS3 method. Piquing their interest with the comment, sharing the opportunity, and then getting them on a 3-way call, 3-way exposure, which means, you know, you're getting them to your capture page. You're piquing their interest with the comment, getting them to your capture page, and then getting them on a webinar, a 3-way call, a sizzle call with me or Justin, whoever. It's peak, share the opportunity, close, essentially, close, 3-way close, right? They get on the phone with one of us, we're going to close them every time. Now, that's all great. So you can go out in the world, you can send out all these comments. I think everybody on the other line should be, at this point, fired up. You know, I dropped a lot of knowledge in the beginning, took it a little bit slow, but now you have it. This works. Justin Adams has used it before. Max Shannon has had a ton of success. Even with MDC, he's got 3 people enrolled already from the system. It 100% works, right? So now the fortune is in the follow-up. And we're going to end this pretty soon. And I hope that you guys are just fired up and you go put this to work tonight. And I can't wait to hear all the success stories. I see some of the people on the line here, and I know this is recorded as well. So I hope this thing goes absolutely viral. I hope you guys go ridiculously nuts with this, okay? Fortune is in the follow-up. Now, understand, one of 3 things are going to happen. And I'm going to go through these 3 things, and then I'm going to explain what to do with them, okay? Some people are going to follow you back and not comment, okay? Actually, 4 things are going to happen. Some people aren't going to do anything. They're going to ignore you. So just be prepared for it. It happens. It's whatever, okay? Some people don't follow you back. They don't like any of your pictures. They don't care. Some people are going to follow you back or like your pictures but not comment back at you. Some people are going to follow you back and comment, but because they don't tag you, you're never going to see it, which is why you have another important reason that you should be in there taking notes about who you commented on so you can go in and follow up. Because I realized this a bunch of times where I would find an ace, like a guy with like 5,000 or 7,000 followers, and I would just take a screenshot of their profile so I didn't forget, you know, or I would go in and write their username with a star. And I would go back to the picture I initially commented on and realize 2 weeks later that they commented back and said, oh my God, I'm so excited. Let's talk. How do you want to get in touch? But they never commented, so I never saw it. So understand that people are going to follow you back, or they might like a few pictures and they did comment, but they forgot to tag you, okay? Or ideally, best case scenario, they're going to comment, they're going to tag you, they're going to follow you, they're going to like 25 of your pictures, and they're ready to go, right? So those are the scenarios. Now, with people that follow you back and don't comment, don't do anything, leave a note in your notebook, right? And go back a week later and comment again and say something along the lines of, hey, listen, still excited to get in touch with you. What's the best way to communicate? So I would do something along the lines of that. Hey, still excited to get in touch with you. What works best for you? Skype, Uvu, Facebook, text, Kik, WhatsApp, Viber, iMessage. I'll just hit them with all that. Give them options. And that's worked before, and you can eliminate them based on where they are. But in general, you're going to hit them back. Go right back at it. And if if there's somebody worth pursuing, hit them back 3-4 times till they block you. I mean, realistically, doesn't matter, right? Who cares? And you'll be surprised. Usually the second or third time, they're like, oh my God, I thought it was a bot. Maybe this kid really wants to work with me. I'll see what you got. What do you got to offer? Right? If people follow you back, comment, and don't tag you, go right back in. So here's the thing. Your goal, your ultimate goal with this in the follow-up, if they comment back, if they don't, your ultimate goal is to funnel these people from Instagram, okay, to whatever. My number one thing would be to funnel them to Facebook or iMessage or one of these messenger apps. But Facebook is so big, and if you can get really good at taking these people from Instagram and getting them as your friend on Facebook, I'll tell you what's going to happen. A, you have access to a chat on your phone, on the computer that you can keep completely interactive. But you're not just following them for a short period of time. They're going to be on your newsfeed. They're going to be in your chat window. You can follow up with them for a year, 2 years, 3 years. I've pulled people off Instagram that I still talk to now, and I'm still building that trust, still building that rapport. So really the key is if you get anybody you get from Instagram to Facebook, I mean, that's like if you're good at and you know a lot of stuff about My Daily Choice and the product, I mean, you're going to close 3 out of 5 people that you get to Facebook very, very confidently. And either that or they're just going to block you. It doesn't matter. Again, like I said. Number 2, if you can't get them to Facebook or you're not too confident with your Facebook yet, whatever the case may be, get them to your capture page. And this is, again, when you would go in and you would get your own link. My link, partner with jbrown.com. What I would do if somebody hit me back and they said, I said, hey, listen, man, you look super influential. I'm excited to work with you. I'm looking for influential promoters to go out and promote my new product line. Let's talk business. And they hit me back and said, yeah, man, I'm interested. Give me some more info. I would say, tag them again. Hey, visit the website in my bio. And boom, they're going to go in, they're going to put in their info, and they're going to funnel in, and then I can follow up with them that way. So number one, Facebook. Number two, capture page. Now let me prepare you guys for some of the things you're going to face. If you're going out and targeting international markets and you're here in the United States, one thing that you're going to need to do is be prepared with third-party apps. Okay, so you're not going to really get them to anything but maybe a Skype, maybe a ooVoo. You can't really place phone calls unless you have unless you want a ridiculous phone bill. So Skypes and ooVoos are free. Google Hangouts are free. Again, Facebook, great option. Getting them to an iMessage. If you have an iPhone, iMessage is free if you're on Wi-Fi. Perfect, okay? Now, what a lot of people in Europe, and these are just the trends that I've seen, a lot of people in Europe have Kik, and a lot of people in South America have WhatsApp. Either one of those is huge. Go get Kik, K-I-K, or go get WhatsApp, W-H-A-T'-S-A-P-P, WhatsApp. And those are international communication apps where you can take international numbers, funnel them into the app, and text them for free. Communicate with them for free. And then there's Viber, which allows you to make international phone calls for free. Viber, V-I-B-E-R. So you're going to want to have all of these things out there and just be able to plug them in and find the best way to communicate with the person on the other line after you've reached out and created some type of piqued interest on their part. Okay? What do you do when you start? I mean, this should be pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to go over this just in case. Don't, rock them with the opportunity. They're probably going to ask, so what's up with this business? I mean, you're going to deal with people who are really pushy and they just want to, what's the business, man? What's the business? What's the business? And you're going to reach with people who just want to build a friendship first. So what I always do is force form. I force form. No matter where the conversation is, I'll answer some questions, but I'll deflect them kind of. And I'll run form because I want to build rapport. I want to find out if this is somebody I want to work with. So, where are you from? That's the F. What's your occupation? What do you do for work? That's O. R, what do you do for fun? What do you do for recreation? So what do you do in your spare time? And then M, what motivates you? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What do you want to do? Are you in school? Form, F-O-R-M, family. Where's your family from? Where are you from? Occupation, where do you work? Recreation, and what motivates you. Run, form. It's the best rapport builder in the entire world. Those 4 questions give you the key to that person, right? So you can get in it and really build some trust, okay? So listen, this system works. This is all I want to elaborate as we wrap this up. I'm actually glad we got it done much faster than the last time I did this. I'm sure I probably missed a few key elements, but what I really wanted to do, guys, was introduce you to this concept. It's so simple, but it's so powerful. And it's powerful because, solo ads cost X amount of cents per click. Leads cost X amount of dollars per click. And I think those are great ways to go out and build your business. But what I would say is as you're getting in, you need a brand. You need to start building a brand for yourself. So this is a great way to do it. Get on Instagram, learn from your own mistakes, and understand that the more you do this, the better you're going to get. In the beginning, you're probably going to trip over. That's what it's all about. That's what being an entrepreneur is about. But it's doing something different to get something different, right? So, get nice pictures. Go out of your way to find good content. Post pictures of you reading books, of you, out looking, time freedom, things like that. And really just push yourself. If you have questions, I can get more one-on-one with you. I have no problem really making sure that you feel comfortable with this. But my goal for you guys, like I said, is go out into the world and do this. Go out for 90 days and go all in with this training. I'll see you guys next Monday. We're going to go into Facebook and how to pull cold market off of Facebook. And listen, my daily choice, man, this is where it's at right now. Best company, best leadership, best product, best timing, best comp plan, and best system. Thank you very much for your time, guys. See you next week.